Hey there, YouTube. We're back with another video. This is just going to be a quick little update of that on that bed that we restored 2.5 years ago, or a little bit more. Just some of the things that I ran into with it. The bed has always been, functional as a bed, but the problems that I'm experiencing with it are, well, they're mainly completely due to the cheap Rust-Oleum and Krylon paint that I used. So, okay, when we done the restoration on this thing, we stripped the paint with paint stripper. We cleaned the metal after that. Then we took it to completely bare metal. We sanded it as smooth as best we could, primed it and everything. Got it in pretty decent looking shape. Then we applied our paint. And well, over the 2.5 years of using this thing, this is what I've discovered. I didn't know for sure that this was gonna happen or if it wasn't, but I thought that it could, because even in those videos, I already had an inkling beforehand that Krylon paint wasn't that great. And then, the paint trying to run on me and all in that series of videos, But anyway, here's the problem that I've got with it. I don't remember how many coats of paint that I put on this bed, but it was several. And, well, honestly, even with several coats, the paint's still thin. Here, and here, the paint's coming off of it, so, I mean, there's no reason for the paint to be coming off of it here, but it is. Before, all this was kind of smooth and looked really nice, well, except for the dent in the metal here. But right here, there's some, I guess, pitting in the metal. The paint had covered this originally at first. You couldn't see it. But now this pitting here, which I don't think you're going to be able to see it on the camera. I'm sorry. You can see it in the paint when the light hits it right. Before, you couldn't see it. So I don't quite understand that, other than over time the paint has sagged and went into the grooves, which, if that's the case, that paint's going to come off at some point. you know uh that gold paint that I put in the slats there, or vertical bars. Hold on there, YouTube. That gold paint, that we've got I think 2 coats of primer, two coats of white, and a coat of gold. And you can see where it's rubbed, all the gold is rubbed off, and now the white is rubbing off down to the primer. And that's just from a pillow rubbing on it, Not sure what that's all about, but strangely enough, there's nothing on my pillowcases. So where's the paint going? I don't know. And obviously the paint's rubbing the mattress is rubbing the paint there, so it ain't rubbed through yet, but I'm sure at some point it will be, just from getting on and off the bed and everything. The other problem well, I guess it's my mistake, which, I'll show you. Just turn this around. If you care to look here at the foot of the bed, and before I close this video, I'll show you the other side of this bed rail, so you can really actually see where the paint came off of it. I'm standing in the corner, YouTube. That's why I'm bumping the camera. Sorry, but I don't know why it is, other than the fact that bed mattresses, bed frames, and all they're not a standard. There's no standardization across manufacturers. This mattress is actually 4 inches, well, 3 inches, 3.5, 4 inches too short for this bed frame. That's why we've got this 4x4 stuck between the end of the mattress and the end of the frame to keep the mattress, because the mattress would actually slide, and then I would have my pillows coming off and getting stuck down here between the end of the mattress and the headboard, so that got annoying. That's why that's there. But that's my mistake. I should have measured some before I bought this mattress, which now, as sick and disgusting as it's gonna sound to everybody here, I bought this mattress used, and I paid like $10 for it. So I mean, I'm not concerned that it's a little short, not for the price that I paid for it. And yes, people, I cleaned it very well before it came in my house and got put on my bed. I actually took a water hose to it and left it sitting on the top of the car for about 4 days in the sun, and then I took a scrub brush while I had it wet, and actually scrubbed it down with dish detergent and a very little bit of bleach. So I mean, it was clean before it came in the house, and you can see it's getting nasty now because I've been sleeping on it for 2.5 years, and time to clean it again. But it'll get done when it gets done. But anyway, that's it for how this bed's come up. I won't be using, next time I have to paint something like this, I don't think I'll be using Rust-Oleum or Krylon paints. The quality just isn't there. I'll probably have to go with some better quality paint, whatever that may be. But okay, let's show you the back side of this footboard here. Hold on, YouTube. Okay, YouTube, if everything looks all weird and cattywampus, it's because I've got y'all standing on my bed, and most of y'all didn't take your shoes off, and you're getting dirt all in my bed. But anyway, paint's coming off of it here, little tiny spot there, Anyway, I just can't see where I'm gonna be able to use Rust-Oleum paint anymore. As far as I know, I did everything right. There wasn't a speck of old paint left on the dang thing when I was done with it. And it was sanded. There was no rust left on it. It was gray metal. But anyhow, that's that, and that's how that went. I realize there's not a big following for these types of update videos on the YouTube, but I just wanted to let y'all know that, You know, because I see a lot of these other YouTubers out there, you know, not just doing beds like I did here, you know, pushing this Krylon paint and Krylon and Rust-Oleum, and I I just I just don't see where it's that great, you know. I already know if you got to paint something and it's got to be outside for a long time, you don't use Rust-Oleum. That stuff will be faded out in 3 months. I've done had that experience. Unfortunately, I don't have anything around anymore to actually document that experience for the YouTube. And it's been so long ago now that I couldn't document it accurately. So, you know, there's that. Okay, YouTube, that's going to be the end of the video. I may have another video going to be uploaded tonight. That'll probably be the real cost for first time hunters in 2025, or the real cost to get into hunting in 2025. You know, so that's actually, I was actually thinking about not doing that video because you know, the laws vary so much, you know, from state to state, prices of the rifle, the ammo. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that in the video. YouTube, I thank y'all for watching. I would appreciate it if y'all would take the time to like this video, hype this video, comment, and share this video with your friends. Okay, I think I got everything. Good night, and thank y'all for watching.